Center at Bradley University. This is BUTV News.
Good evening and welcome to BUTV News. I'm Taylor Musgrove.
And I'm Anthony Landau. Let's take a look at the news. For the fourth year, Bradley has been ranked in the top 15 undergraduate game design programs worldwide. This is according to Princeton Review's 9th annual ranking of best schools to study game design. Not only is Bradley ranked at 15, but also is the best ranked in Illinois. This ranking comes from 150 schools in the U.S., Canada, and abroad that offer game design degree programs and courses. Princeton Review's 2017 team of administrators also showed that 88% of their undergrad design students developed actionable plans to launch games while still in school, and 52% of undergrads and graduates taking game design worked on games that shipped before those students graduated.
WCIC is a Christian not-for-profit radio organization dedicated to spreading love and hope in Illinois.
WCIC 91.5 is a Christian radio station featured here in our very own Peoria, Illinois. They broadcast to many areas in Illinois, and employees like Jesse Browning must work hard on and off air to keep things running.
So I do a lot of behind-the-scenes work with events. Anything that you hear the on-air host talk about, there's always an off-air component.
WCIC staff are experts, says afternoon co-host Brian Williamson. He enjoys working with his time here.
I feel like I'm blessed to be around people that really know a lot about radio.
They work hard and together, sharing their mission of hope.
I will say that WCIC is a fantastic place to work. It's really cool to work with people who are really passionate about the mission of the station.
WCIC are a Christian nonprofit organization. They encourage love, hope, and community. To hear more, turn in to WCIC 91.5. This has been Patrick Bell reporting to you from BUTV News.
Last Friday, Bradley University hosted one of its ALI sessions for Peoria area residents. ALI, which stands for the Asher Lifelong Learning Institute, offers a variety of courses for retired Peoria residents. Professor Marjorie Getz teaches a psychology course called Consciousness and the Social Brain within the class. The students perform various activities and exercises to help understand the brain and how it functions. Like all ALI learning sessions, plenty of retired Peoria residents come with a desire to continue learning.
This world is a dynamic place. It's not a static place, and we do ourselves justice by trying to stay aware of what's going on in life.
I was a college professor, and I retired about 20 years ago, and am always interested in pursuing, I always feel education can be furthered.
This Monday, two Greek Life organizations teamed up to collect spare change for March of Dimes. This marks the start of their week-long fundraising for that charity. Andrea Morris has more.
The Zeta Phi chapter of Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated kicks off their 2018 Romania Week Monday, March 26, 2018. The women of Sigma Gamma Rho are partnering with the men of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated all week long to raise money for the March of Dimes Foundation. Destiny Abercrombie, a member of Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated, discusses their fundraiser.
March of Dimes is an organization because 1 out of every 10 babies are born prematurely. So we are collecting donations to give for treatments for premature babies. We are partnering with Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated.
Tony Briones, a member of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, discusses the goals and visions of March of Dimes being geared towards babies being born prematurely.
March of Dimes basically raising money for babies being born with birth defects. So right now we're just going around campus asking people for generous donations, whether it's a couple of cents, quarters, dimes, or dollar bills, whatever donations we're definitely accepting.
The Zeta Phi chapter of Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated will be collecting coins all this week for Romania Week in hopes to raise money for March of Dimes Foundation. If you see any poodle or ape on campus with a baby bottle or a pacifier, feel free to drop some coins in. My name is Andrea Morris. I'm reporting from the Student Center, and this is BUTV News.
Drug abuse is a topic Americans tend to not want to talk about. There's an average of 174 overdose-related deaths each day. The Overdose Prevention Agency, TOPA, is hosting the Bring Light to the Fight on April 14th at 1323 SW Adams Street from 2 to 4 p.m. in order to raise awareness, funds, and spirits for the opioid crisis. TOPA will be partnering with Invictus Woods and local remodeling and construction company CT Gabbard in hopes that they can eliminate the stigma surrounding drug addiction. This event will have resources to educate and help people understand the impact substance abuse has in the Peoria community. The event is open to all people. Well, when will the weather make up its mind? We've had great weather, only to get bad weather again. What does the week hold? Joaquin will tell us next.
And we also have Quinice Williams with some news about the latest Marvel movie and a possible Flintstones theme park. Stick around, we'll be back with this and more.
They told me a bottle couldn't dream. That I would never become a superhero. But I learned how to fly. Just to come back in a new disguise. And be the hero that I've always wanted to be.
So good to see you guys. So, what's up? Oh, we finally bought a place. Holy cow.
You seriously have enough saved to do that?
We've been putting a little aside each month.
Jeez, at the end of the month, we have nothing left to save.
Yeah, I have no idea where it goes.
Well, you're spending a lot on...
Is
it good?
Oh, God.
Oh, how is my account overdrawn?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
Na 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 na, I love you so. I love you, I love you. La 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 la, la 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 la.
We're here.
Yay!
It's a short drive from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
So, Joe King, what's going on? We have good weather, we have bad weather, we have good weather, we have bad weather. You gotta pick one.
Welcome to Illinois, buddy.
That's very true.
This weather's more on and off than my grade point average.
Oh, jeez, Joe.
Well, like I said, it's kind of hard to tell what we got coming our way, but let's see if I can tell you guys something of what we got coming for us. So, expect a lot of rain in the next couple of days. It's gonna rain probably today, probably tomorrow, maybe a little bit more on Friday. I'm hoping that it's going to be mostly cloudy, but don't expect to see the sun for the next couple of days. We had a lot of clouds coming in. Not too much clear weather, so expect rain in the next couple of days. As far as our temperature goes, it looks like we're going to see a lot of 50s in the next couple of days. Not too many cold days, but it's going to stay mostly 50s. We're not going to get into 60s this week. In other places, if you're in the south, it's going to get into 70s. For those of you going home for Easter weekend, I know a couple people are going down to St. Louis. They're going to see a lot of the same weather that we are. I know some of my friends are going back up to Chicago. It's going to stay the same there. I know you guys are hoping that when you get up there, it's going to be nice and warm. Unfortunately, it's going to stay in the 50s mostly everywhere in the country this week. Speaking of Easter weekend, let's see what you guys got going for you guys on the weekend. So for me, on Friday, I have Passover, which means that for me, it's going to be a very, very nice day in the 50s. And it's going to be, the sun will come out for me. On Sunday, Easter Sunday, it's going to be low in the 30s. So maybe, well, at least you guys will be inside eating your meals. It's going to get down to 21 on Saturday, but it will get up to 56 that day as well. So keep that up for you guys. And that's all I got for you guys this week. Let's head over to Queenies for your entertainment.
Pacific Rim Uprising took the #1 movie spot at the box office this past weekend. The sequel to 2013's Pacific Rim, this film deals with the son of fallen hero General Pentecost, who goes from stealing and selling items on black market to becoming a Jacker pilot in which he has to protect the world from a new kaiju threat. Directed and co-written by Stephen S. McKnight, the budget was $150 million, With the original stars Idris Elba and several others, the film went on to gross $411 million at the worldwide box office. Marvel's first female-fronted superhero tentpole, Captain Marvel, began filming this past Monday. This will be Marvel Cinematic Universe's 21st film. The cast includes Brie Larson, Samuel L. Jackson, Jude Law, and many others. Marvel also announced that they are bringing fan favorites Agent Coulson and Ronan the Accuser back for the picture. The film is produced by Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige and will be in theaters March 8, 2019. Warner Brothers Company has revealed 2 new immersive lands, the Film Stones Bedrock and Dynamite Gulch, and their Royal Abu Dhabi theme park. Just a month ago, they introduced the Metropolis and Gotham City areas, which is a part of the 6 zones of the upcoming Yas Island. The 2 areas were inspired by animated characters from Looney Tunes. The 2 new lands that was released Tuesday includes 4 rides and 2 themed restaurants. So if you're ever looking to take a trip to Abu Dhabi, be sure to stop by Warner Brothers Royal Abu Dhabi theme park.
Man, I would go to Abu Dhabi, try to get away from this weather, right, guys?
Yes, that sounds so exciting, though.
I haven't taken a vacation in so long.
You got to take one, Joe.
Yeah,
for your grade point average. Do it for your grade point average.
Okay, well, after the break, we'll be speaking with a student running for Senate.
And a club that can be challenging as well as puzzling? If you're as confused as I am, stay tuned to see what this is all about after this break.
That was a good one.
Hey, it's Ava, and this is Tess from Vivo's Do It Yourselfie, where we recreate the hottest looks from today's biggest music videos.
After cleaning out our closet, we have a lot of clothes we don't wear anymore.
Like this old t-shirt.
It's not garbage, it's actually a brand new rug.
And to make it, all you need to do is cut, tie, and glue.
Cut the t-shirt into strips.
Tie the strips into knots.
And glue the knots to the bath mat. I love it. Give your garbage another life.
And recycle.
There's one thing you can never have sex without.
It's not something you buy.
Or something you take.
In fact, there's only one way to get it.
It has to be given to you, freely.
It's consent.
Because sex without it isn't sex.
It's rape. Consent.
If you don't get it, you don't get it. It's on us to stop sexual assault.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Oh! Checking your fantasy league?
Nah, just my 401k statement.
Nice. Where'd you find the money for that?
I just been saving a little every month.
I can't seem to save anything.
Well, what about all this? What about the money you're spending?
What money? It's gone before I can get my hands on it.
I got a pizza for a Todd.
Hey, can somebody spot me?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind.
It's 547.
Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
Student Senate elections are coming up, and we have Sam Kohlmeyer in the Student Senate ballroom to talk to a candidate. Sam?
Hey, thank you so much. I'm here right now with B. Carell, who's running for the Chief of Staff position for Student Senate. Wanted to ask you some questions tonight, B, why you're applying, what you think about Student Senate. For everybody that isn't aware, could you give us a brief overview of what Student Senate actually does on Bradley's campus?
Oh, yeah, great. On Student Senate, we kind of pass like resolutions to make the place, to make the university a better place. So if you might have heard stuff like the smoke-free campus, that was passed through Senate. And you've also got stuff like the gender-neutral bathrooms resolution, where all single-stall bathrooms are gender-neutral now. So it's just stuff like that that we passed through Senate.
Awesome. So if you get the Chief of Staff position, are there any specific things you want to change?
Oh, well, yeah, I am running on the idea of a blueprint for a better Bradley. So it comes with 3 main parts. The first is the amplification of the student voice. So I do believe that every student's voice should be heard very clearly. The second up, we have campus beautification. I think it'd improve mental health as well as improve like more applicants for this school, which would improve the school as a whole. And third off, we have improvement of campus Wi-Fi, which is atrocious and needs to be fixed.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like some fantastic ideas there. Why do you think you'd be really good at this position above everything else that Student Senate has to offer?
Well, I do think that I've got real good ideas, as well as I'm in the business management position. And I do a lot of work in a business right now at this time. So I do think that, you know, anyone running against me wouldn't have quite the know-how to do the position. As well as that, I am president of the environmental club at the moment, so that does give me like a lot of help running campus events and experience with that stuff.
Awesome. Since you do run the environmental club, do you have any crossover ideas for how to make Bradley's campus greener, or is that entirely separate from the chief of staff position?
That is going to be separate. I will not be running again for president of the environmental club, as I do want to put all my effort into being the chief of staff and doing the best possible job that I can be doing.
Awesome. Well, before we wrap up, do you have any other things you'd like to say to the audience watching why you should be elected? Any other quick tips or tricks for those that are going to be voting soon?
Well, yeah, actually voting opens up on Monday. It'll start 6:30 p.m. and it'll run all the way until Tuesday night. You should be getting an email with the link in it. It takes about like a minute or two. You just look through the pictures. You can look at the statements if you want. You click on the person you want to vote for, and obviously when voting, two main things you should look for. One, vote for the best candidate. Two, I am the best candidate. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, B, for joining us. You heard it here first. Vote for B. Corella for Chief of Staff for Student Senate. This has been Sam Kohlmeyer, live from the Student Center with BUTV News.
Thank you, Sam. Bradley has a puzzle club that gathers every Friday for a nice, relaxing time putting puzzles together.
Friday, Bradley's Puzzle Club gathered to have another meeting. They met in room 121 of the Colum Davis Library with a jigsaw puzzle and fun ready for them. Secretary Amy Van Gertry and several of the club members really enjoy coming together to spend this time with old conversations and have food and have a wonderful merry time while thinking about how to put their puzzles together.
We like to do jigsaw puzzles, and we come together and have conversation. We eat cookies and food and have tea.
Puzzles can be challenging, but also quite relaxing. They have been meeting for over 2 semesters and building strong bonds. If you'd like to hear more about Puzzle Club, contact Amy Van Gertry at avangertry@mail.bradley.edu. This has been Patrick Bell, BUTV News.
Coming up after the break, lots of news for Bradley sports. We have Brett Griffin with the latest after the break.
Stay tuned, lots to come.
They're coming. Places, everybody.
Light check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Everything looks good on our end.
And lights.
Come alive with the forest. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
They said a bottle was just a bottle. That no one would ever notice me. But I knew I could be more. That one day, I would make people smile.
They said I couldn't dream. Called me a piece of trash and swore that's all I'd ever be. Said a bottle couldn't see the ocean. Give up. Go back to the dumpster. But I didn't listen. I made my way. And now, I am what I've always wanted to be.
Well, guys, basketball is over, so our spring sports are in full-blown way. We have softball starting.
Ooh, I like softball.
I don't know if I'm the craziest about softball. I got hit in the eye. went to softball once.
Sounds like a you problem.
Yep. It's pretty embarrassing. Thank you, Brett.
Well, guys, the Bradley softball team is transitioning into their conference season. The team's record currently sits at 13-15 overall. This week, they beat non-conference opponent Western Illinois 12-0, and on Friday, after some reshuffling of schedule due to a snowstorm, the team hosted Loyola Chicago for a doubleheader. Senior Maria Schroeder went 4-7 on the day and raised her team leading batting, averaging to 400. The Braves split the series by winning the later game. Coach Amy Hayes said that consistency at the plate and defensively is key for the Braves' success in conference. The Braves will be at Drake this weekend looking for their first true road game win. Hitting the track, the women of the Bradley track and field team claimed the top 3 spots in the 3,000-meter steeplechase Saturday at the Bill Cornell Classic. Redshirt freshman Mackenzie Altmaier capped her outdoor debut with the title in the event, finishing in a time of 11 minutes, 28 seconds, the 4th best in Bradley history. Altmaier's teammates sophomore Sam Lachowicz and senior Jennifer Luxon finished close behind her. Lachowicz posted the 7th fastest time in school history by finishing in 11 minutes, 39 seconds, and Luxon placed 3rd on the day with a time of 11 minutes, 42 seconds. On to our coaches. On Tuesday, Bradley University announced that head basketball coach Brian Wardle will continue to lead the movement until 2022-23. The financial terms of his extension were not disclosed. Director of Athletic Dr. Chris Reynolds said Brian is a tireless worker and has established a foundation that is producing positive results in all phases of the program. This past season of the team won 20 games for the first time since 2008. In addition, Wardle allowed the team to reach a semifinal game in the Arch Madness for the first time since 2010. The basketball team earned a cumulative 3.3 on 1 grade point average in the fall semester. The Missouri Valley Conference Tournament champions are going to the NCAA Final Four. Loyola Chicago Ramblers were originally seeded as number 11, but have proved the MVC is strong. The team is balanced and a new player has sunk the crucial shot leading to victory. They are on a 14-game winning streak with the last loss coming at the hands of Braves. The Ramblers will play the Michigan Wolverines and San Antonio, Texas, my hometown, this Friday at 5 p.m. Moving forward, Loyola's 98-year-old team chaplain will be in San Antonio to support her favorite team. She offers encouragement from her heart and Christian faith. Sister Jean is an international celebrity and she loves music as well.
Did you guys know that there's a University of Michigan Sister Jean equivalent who's 100 years old and she's like trying to start beef with Sister Jean?
I did see that.
Yeah, she's like, Sister Jean, it's over. So it's like, this is the battle of the grandmas. Yeah,
that's hilarious.
It's gonna be exciting.
I know, I'm so excited for Loyola though.
That should be fun.
Go Chicago, go Chicago.
Go Texas, go Texas.
Go Michigan.
Okay. All right, well, coming up, we'll have a rundown of things happening around Bradley.
We'll also have a special musical guest coming up after the break. Don't go away.
It's harder whenever there's a bigger group. Pretty much a good day for me would be people leaving their hands off of me. I'm always called names. Everywhere that I go, there's always someone calling me names, calling me gay. I've been choked. Thrown up against a wall, punched. Nobody's ever tried to help me.
When you're out there, there's no telling what you'll find.
I see it, I see it! Oh, look at you.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
Let's take a look at this week's upcoming events. Students and Peoria community are invited to attend the Bradley University Speech Team's Night Before Nationals performances on March 31st at New Miller Lecture Hall, located at Bradley Hall. The speech team recently won its 18th consecutive state championship at Illinois Central College. Last year, Bradley's speech team placed second at the Forensic Association's National Championship Tournament. The Bradley speech team is the most successful collegiate forensics team in the U.S., as well as in sports, according to Associated Press. These shows should run roughly an hour and will showcase the team before they go to national tournaments. Admission is $5 and all proceeds go towards the team's travel expenses. Student aides will be on hand helping Bradley students with their U Achieve degree audits. The aides will be on hand to help students with Schedule Builder, as well as help them prepare schedule options. Drop in at the Bradley Library from March 28th to April 20th, Monday through Wednesday from 12 to 5 p.m. and 12 to 4 Thursday and Friday. The ACBU will be presenting the film Den of Thieves at 8 p.m. on Thursday at the Marty Theater. The film deals with an elite unit from the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department who squares off against a crew of successful thieves who plan a seemingly impossible heist, the city's Federal Reserve Bank.
Well, that sounds so exciting. I'm excited for all those. That's it for BUTV News this week. I'm Anthony Landau.
I'm Brett Griffin.
I'm Quinice Williams.
I'm Joe King.
And I'm Taylor Musgrove. We leave you tonight with a performance from Heather Green. Have a great night.
Normal day just going by. Why you looked at me that way? Don't know what's on your mind, so I'll tell you mine, baby. Yeah. This might sound crazy, I just can't find my words. You call me your lady, you've got me falling, I can't calm my nerves. I'll take this chord by chord, but I lost board by board. Every chapter I'm with you, oh yeah, I'll keep writing. I didn't see you for a while. When I saw you, I lit. Still have that same look in your eyes. And talking all night is not enough. I wish I could say, baby, yeah, this might sound crazy, I just can't find my words. You call me your lady, you've got me falling, I can't calm my nerves. I'll take this chord by chord, but I lost board by board. Every chapter I'm with you, oh yeah, I'll keep writing. Oh, I'll keep writing. I wasn't expecting